Welcome to today's class. In this class, we are going to learn about the organic chemistry ICSC class 10. Let us begin our session on this whiteboard. Organic chemistry. What is organic chemistry? So as we can see here, the organic chemistry is a chemistry, you know, the branch of chemistry which deals with carbon and its compound other than carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide and carbonates. Now how this it started? It started till in the year 1828 when Wooler made the first organic compound, that is urea. Previous to this we had a vital force theory, which means that all the organic compound are obtained from plants and animals only. So whatever organic compound we talk about, this all organic compounds are obtained from plants and animals. This is called vital force theory. Now, it came to end in the year 1828 when Wooler made urea the first organic compound. Now, what is organic compound? We have already seen it is a compound, right? As far as the definition of the organic chemistry is concerned, same is the definition of organic compound. Organic compounds are the compounds containing carbon other than carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide and carbonates. So compounds of carbon other than carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide and carbonates are referred to as organic compounds. Now, why there are large number of organic compounds? This can be the very first question from the text. Now, the reason, as has been mentioned here, you can see the carbon atoms have 4 valence electron and they can form 4 covalent bond. That's right, by sharing of electrons. Number 1. Then number 2, carbon can share electrons to form straight chain, that is a straight single chain as we can see here, a straight double chain and a straight triple chain. It can also form branch chain. It can form ring compounds as we can see here. So carbon also has the property to form a very long chain of itself, and this property of carbon is known as catenation. This is one of the important objective type question. Another compound, if I say not compound, another element which has got the property of catenation is silicon. Recently it has been found that silicon can also form long chain of itself. So other than carbon we have silicon, which shows the property of catenation. Moving ahead. Now all above properties, because of the all these 4 properties that we see here, 3 properties, the carbon can make a long chain of itself, the carbon can form covalent bond, it shows catenation, and this is because of it that carbon has so many compounds. Now what are hydrocarbons? Our study is all about hydrocarbons. Let's come to the point. What are hydrocarbons? So the compounds of carbon and hydrogen are called hydrocarbons. So hydrocarbons are the compounds of hydrogen and कार्बन. So इसमें आपको मिलेगा एक एलिमेंट जो कार्बन होगा, बेसिकली दूसरा एलिमेंट हाइड्रोजन होगा, but you can have other elements as well, but the most of the elements will be carbon and hydrogen as you can see. जैसे मैंने बताया था कार्बन के 4 बॉन्ड होते हैं, 1 2 3 4, 4 कोवेलेंट बॉन्ड बना सकता है ये. अब अगर जब मैं गैप छोड़ दूं तो इस गैप में हम कोई भी एलिमेंट के साथ इसकी बॉन्डिंग कर सकते हैं. जैसे अभी हमने हाइड्रोजन से किया था, हम क्लोरीन से भी कर सकते हैं. But when we have carbon and hydrogen, we call them as hydrocarbons. Now, looking into the classification of hydrocarbons, the hydrocarbons can be classified as aliphatic, as you can see here, and cyclic. So aliphatic matlab open chain compounds. Open chain compounds, as we saw here, come back to this, we have this. This is open chain, this is again open chain compound, right? This is also an open chain, but if I talk about this particular, what will you call it? This is not an open chain, it's a, that's right, It's a ring compound, as you can see, ring and closed chain compound, right? So this is how we deal with it. So if we know that they are ring and closed chain compounds, we'll call them as cyclic, and those which are open chain will be called as aliphatic or open chain hydrocarbons. Now let us look into the cyclic first. Cyclic hydrocarbons, if I say, let's take an example of benzene. Here I have drawn the structure of benzene. And how do we do the structural formula is been shown here, where you have six carbons, one, two, three, four, five, six carbons and six hydrogens, one, two, three, four, five, six, right? So six carbon and six hydrogen atoms. Okay, then we have other structure of benzene over here. What we can see is, like, we have not drawn the carbon, but of course we can imagine that every place over here has its own carbon. So इधर एक carbon है, यहाँ पे भी है, इधर है, इधर है, इधर है, and there are alternate carbon carbon single bond and double bond. This is a single bond, and here what we can see is a double bond. So they have alternate patterns of single bond and double bond. Now there is one more type over here. So going ahead, हम देख सकते हैं इसके दो branches हो जाते हैं, alicyclic and aromatic. So benzene, what we see here is an example of aromatic. Aromatic, as the name itself says, aroma, smell होगा इसमें, right? And acyclic means these are not cyclic ones, alicyclic, sorry, not acyclic, alicyclic. So alicyclic means they do not have this double bond and single bond of alternate arrangement, they have all this single bond. इसमें भी हमने वही example लिया 6 carbon वाला. So I'll draw all the 6 carbons over here, and then when we join we have only single bonds over here. अच्छा, एक कार्बन की कितनी वैलेंसी होती है? 4. मतलब हाउ मेनी आर रिमेनिंग नाउ? सो रिमेनिंग इफ आई से, सो 2 आर रिमेनिंग. तो एक इधर इधर एक बच गया, इस कार्बन के दो और बचे, इसके भी दो हैं, इस कार्बन के भी दो हैं, 2 फॉर ऑल ऑफ दिस कार्बन. सो एट दैट प्लेस what will join? Hydrogen. And here is the structure of cyclohexane. Count the number of carbons. Yes, 6. And the number of hydrogen. Each carbon has 2, means 12. So the formula will be C6H12. Whereas the formula of benzene, if we see here, that was C6H6. So this is about the cyclic compound. But our part of the chapter is not to deal with the cyclic. We have to deal with the aliphatic. Okay. So let's come to this. There are three types: saturated, which is one, and the unsaturated, which is the other. Unsaturated again has two more types. So all in all, there are three. So saturated has one, that is alkanes, and unsaturated has two, that are alkenes and alkynes. What is the difference between alkenes and alkynes? In alkenes you will find carbon carbon double bond, in alkynes you will find carbon carbon triple bond. So let us take an example to understand this. Okay, here we have an example of ethane. Okay, so wherever the places are empty, you know what will come into that place. The place will be occupied by hydrogen. So each carbon has 4 bond, as you can see. ये मेरा carbon atom है, 4 bond से जुड़ा हुआ है. So all this, carbon carbon single bond. So we call it as what? Alkane, right? और यहाँ पे हर एक के पास एक एक हाइड्रोजन है अपना. ठीक है. सो दिस इज द स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ एन अल्केन. अगर इसको हमें नाम देना है तो दो कार्बन के हिसाब से हम इसे नाम देंगे ईथेन. ओके, नाउ मूविंग अहेड, we have one more example where carbon carbon double bond is there. as you can see, ये डबल बॉन्ड है और हर एक कार्बन का 4 वाला वैलेंसी सेटिस्फाइड है. and what do we call it? Ethene, right? We have one more example of carbon carbon triple bond. Now one bond is left, so everywhere the hydrogen gets attached. और इसका नाम क्या होगा? Ethyne, right? So we have seen the examples of saturated and unsaturated. Why do we call it as saturated and unsaturated? Look here, Why? Because here all the double bonds are already been taken up. There is no double bond. So it is not very reactive, and this too, as we can see here, they have triple bond and this one has double bond. So because there are chances now that this bond can break and a reaction is further possible, therefore we call them as unsaturated. So these two are unsaturated and this one, as we can see, is saturated. Now moving ahead, organic compounds and inorganic compound. What is the difference between organic and inorganic? Now, organic compound, mostly they have covalent bonds. Inorganic compounds have ionic bonds. Organic compounds occur in all the three states, that is solids, liquids and gases, with low melting point. As you can see, they are generally solids with high melting points as they are ionic. We have already discussed about the ionic and covalent compounds. So same properties can be applied as well. These are mostly insoluble in water but easily soluble in organic solvents like petroleum, benzene, hexane, etc. Now, these are many of those are water soluble but are not soluble in organic solvents, as we saw. The organic solvent examples are petroleum, benzene, hexane. Then you can take CCl4, carbon tetrachloride, right? Now, the solution in water generally do not conduct electricity, और यहाँ पर electricity conduct करेगा. Almost all of them are combustible, they burn. These are incombustible or not combustible, slow to react with other chemicals, often very fast to react with other chemicals. So they take larger participation in the reaction. Okay, so I think this is clear with everyone. Fine. Now we'll go into the other part, how to represent organic compound. So there are four ways, out of which we'll discuss the three. This is number one, molecular formula. What is a molecular formula? It's been shown here. If I'll read it out for you. The formula of an organic compound which represents the kinds of atoms and the number of each kind of atom present in one molecule of a compound is called molecular formula. For example, we'll take this CH, C4H10. What is it? This is called butane, right? If I take one more example, CH4, how many carbons are there? So carbon, one atom. How many hydrogens are there? Four atoms. So what do? We generally write the number of atoms that are present. If I write here, now this is your chance, C2H6. How many carbon atoms are there? Of course, 2. And how many hydrogens? 6. So look, this is known as molecular formula. Now coming to the structural formula, what is the structural formula? So structural formula, as we can see, is the representation, the arrangement of various atoms in one molecule in the space. How do they arrange themselves? So let us take one example over here. So I have taken an example. Look at the number of carbon atoms, 1, 2, 3 and 4. So ये हमने पहले भी देखा था, 4 carbon atom वाले को हम क्या कहते थे? Butane, right? So this is butane. And count the number of hydrogen, of course 10. But this was only showing the numbers. उसका space में arrangement कैसा होगा वो नहीं बताया था. यहाँ पे आप देख सकते हैं the space arrangement of the butane, and therefore it is called the structural formula. Coming to the condensed formula. Now look, what is the condensed formula? If I want to write for the butane, तो मैं एक carbon को लूँगा. Look, what does the definition says? The definition says that the formula which indicates the group of atoms joined together to each of the carbon atom in straight or branch carbon chain is called condensed. So हम कार्बन के चेन को लेंगे, एक कार्बन, कितने हाइड्रोजन है? 3. दूसरा कार्बन, कितने हाइड्रोजन है? 2. तीसरा कार्बन, कितने हैं? 2. उसके बाद वाला कार्बन कितने हैं? CH3. So this is how it goes. So if I write like this, CH3, CH2, CH2, CH3, this is called कंडेंस फॉर्मूला, ये ब्यूटेन का ही फॉर्मूला है, कोई इसको ऐसे भी लिखना चाहे तो लिख सकता है, CH3 CH2 CH2 and CH3. So all are quite the same. You write this way or that way. Okay. नाउ देर इज वन मोर, मैंने आपको बताया था एक फोर्थ टाइप भी होता है। देखिए फोर्थ टाइप जो होता है उसको हम बोलते हैं लाइन एंड एंगल फॉर्मूला। ओके, ऑल्दो इट इज नॉट द पार्ट, बट हम कर सकते हैं, ऐसा कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं। अब देखिए जैसे अगर मुझे यही बताना है कौन सा ब्यूटेन, तो मेरे पास में कितने कार्बन है, ब्यूटेन में 4 है। तो मैं क्या करूंगा, एक लाइन ऐसे बता दूंगा, एक ऐसे बता दूंगा। तो देखो यहाँ पे एक कार्बन है, यहाँ पे एक कार्बन है, यहाँ एक कार्बन है, और एक ऐसे बता दूंगा। So now without the carbon, how will I show them? तो ये बन गया ब्यूटेन। आपको अब समझ जाना है कि यहाँ पे एक कार्बन है, यहाँ एक कार्बन है, यहाँ एक कार्बन है, यहाँ एक कार्बन है, और इस कार्बन पे 3 हाइड्रोजन है, इस पे 2 हाइड्रोजन है, इसमें 2 हाइड्रोजन है, और टर्मिनल वाला है तो 3 होंगे। So this is what you have to imagine yourself. Now if I remove all those, तो ये आपको दिखेगा line and angle formula. So this is your line and angle formula of butane. ओके अगर मुझे इथेन का बनाना है तो सिर्फ ऐसा ही होगा, प्रोपेन का बनाना है तो ऐसे हो जाएगा। ओके सो विल शो इट विथ लाइंस एंड एंगल्स। नाउ IUPAC, दैट इज फुल फॉर्म ऑफ IUPAC is International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry. This is an international organization. Why was it formed? Kyunki, you know, in the different parts of the world, the people used to call the chemicals with different names. So they came up with the uniform pattern of naming. So what is something which is important to learn before we start IUPAC nomenclature? Okay. IUPAC nomenclature, let's start with first the number of carbon atoms. So in any chain, first we have to identify the number of carbon atom. Let me take this example here. The first one. How many carbon atoms are there? I'll say only one. Here how many carbon atoms? 2. And here how many carbon atoms? 3. Now according to the number of carbon atom, we have got a system to name them. If the number of carbon atom, if I say the number of carbon atom and their prop name, this is what you have already done from let's say to 8th standard से ही आप ये कर रहे हो, so you know it, है ना। चलिए स्टार्ट करते हैं। so decrease the pointer size will help। अच्छा, number of carbon atom, if I say 1, then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8। ओके 1 है तो हम इसको क्या बोलेंगे, मिथ। 2 है तो we call it as ith, then prop, then but, 5 we call it as pent, so Greek language is used, 6 hex, 7 hept, then we use oct। ठीक है, इसको oct को हम थीटा भी कहते हैं ग्रीक में, but here right now we say oct। 9 will call as non, and 10, if I have the 10th number, I can call it as dec। So this is the prop name what you see here। Now according to the prop name, the number of carbon atoms उसके हिसाब से हम decide करेंगे। So first thing in this what we have seen here, let me minimize this for you। Yeah, so in this first what we have to learn is IUPAC nomenclature से पहले उसके parameters देख लेते हैं। So in the parameters, number of carbon atom has to be identified। So here I identified that only one carbon atom, and therefore this is called methane, this 2 then ethane, 3 then propane। if it would have been 4 then 4 का आपको याद है क्या था, look at this C4H10, ये रहा ये इसका स्ट्रक्चर, क्या था इसका नाम, butane, which we have already done, right? So I hope now you are very much clear with this topic। okay, so अब हम थोड़ा सा आगे जाते हैं। now moving ahead, we have here number 2, the type of covalent bond. We need to identify whether the type of covalent bond is a carbon-carbon single bond, carbon-carbon double bond, or a carbon-carbon triple bond। Now here we can say these are all single bonds। So ये सब के नाम में हम एन लगाएंगे। Remember the क्लासिफिकेशन, I'll take you over there as well. ये आ गए हम क्लासिफिकेशन में। तो आपने देखा था ये आल्केन थे तो इसके नाम में हम एन लगाते हैं, जो डबल बॉन्ड हो तो इन लगाएंगे और ट्रिपल बॉन्ड होगा तो आइन लगाएंगे। सो दिस इज हाउ वी विल बी यूजिंग इट। ओके, सो अब हम वापस से वहीं पे आ जाते हैं। देखिए वी आर हियर, बैक ओवर हियर। We need to identify the type of covalent bond, whether it is a single bond, double bond or triple bond. Now single bond है तो एन वाले सारे कंपाउंड्स के हमने नाम देख लिए। अब देखिए इसमें कार्बन कार्बन डबल बॉन्ड है तो इन लगाएंगे, और दो कार्बन के लिए इथ था तो इथ इन, तीन है तो हम आइन लगाएंगे, एंड फॉर दिस वी कैन सी देयर आर टू कार्बन एटम्स, सो इथ आइन, दिस इज हाउ वी नेम them. Okay, so I hope this is very much clear with all of you. Now let's move ahead and I will erase this here. Now we'll be moving on to the third point, the arrangement of carbon atom in the space. How are the carbon atoms arranged? So let us say, there can be a linear chain like this, or it can be even a branch chain like this. Look, here is a branch. This branch can be more than one or two or three carbons, right? So we need to look into the spatial arrangement, that is either they are single or like straight chain or branch chain. This matters a lot. How does it matters? I'll let you know. And then comes the numbering of the carbon atom. How to number the carbon atom, because we have to see into the arrangement, then only we can put in the number. Now look at this. Someone comes and says, sir, let us put the carbon number. Let us start from here. So I put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right. So this is my 7 carbon atom. अब बोले सर इसको भी नंबर दे देते ना, 8 and 9 and 10 and 11. So no, I'll say no, ऐसा नहीं करना है. What is the rule next to it? We need to look into that. We have to select the longest chain. So if I take a chain, what are the possibilities of checking a chain? Now, let me show you the longest chain. How to take the longest chain? This is what we'll see. Now look, here if I take this from here, let us start from here and I go like this. This is one possibility. How many carbons are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now this is not long enough, तो हम इसको हटा देंगे, and then we will take another one. Let me take this. Yes, this makes the longest chain, 7. We have already seen. So the longest chain जो हमको मिलेगा, and after that we have to start the smallest sum numbering. तो functional group, अब देखो identifying the functional group. तो alkyl functional group की बात आ रही है यहाँ पर. So number of carbon atoms, longest chain, smallest sum, or identifying. This all four will go hand in hand. हमने लॉन्गेस्ट चेन आइडेंटिफाई कर दिया है, नंबर ऑफ कार्बन एटम 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 उसमें डाल दिया है, स्मॉलेस्ट सम, अब स्मॉलेस्ट सम की जब बात आती है तो हमको पहले फंक्शनल ग्रुप आइडेंटिफाई करना है। लुक, ये एक फंक्शनल ग्रुप है और ये भी एक फंक्शनल ग्रुप है। अब देखो इस फंक्शनल ग्रुप को हम बोलते हैं अल्काइल फंक्शनल ग्रुप। अगर सिर्फ CH3 है तो उसको हम बोलेंगे मिथाइल, ठीक है। C2H5 है तो उसको हम बोलेंगे इथाइल फंक्शनल ग्रुप, और अगर C3H7 है तो उसको हम बोलेंगे प्रोपाइल, एंड लाइकवाइज ये सारे फंक्शनल ग्रुप होते हैं। नाउ लुक एट दिस, here we have the functional group at position number 4 and position number 2. So what is the sum of 2 plus 4? That is 6. Okay, now look at this. If I say, someone says, sir, I want to start the numbering from other side. Let's say there is one more possibility of numberings. So if I say 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, the functional group का number कहाँ पर आ रहा है? number 4 पर है, and the other functional group is at number 6. So I take the sum 4 plus 6, so this comes to be 10. तो हमको कौन सा कंसिडर करना है, 6 या 10, विच इज स्मॉलर? 6. सो हम 6 वाला लेंगे। तो देखो यहाँ पे यही लिखा हुआ है, स्मॉलेस्ट सम हैज टू बी कंसिडर्ड। सो वी विल कंसिडर द प्रीवियस चेन, जो हमने पहले, इससे पहले जो चेन बनाया था, दैट वाज बेटर, एंड वी विल रिमूव ऑल दिस right? So we won't consider all this. We'll consider ये वाला जो numbering आपका दिख रहा है 1 2 3 4, that is better, and that numbering will be considered. Okay. Now, identifying the functional group. There are many types of functional groups that we need to identify. First of all, what is a functional group? ये हमारे दिमाग में आता है. So, an atom or a group of atom attached to the alkyl group which takes part in most of the chemical reaction is called a functional group. So, atoms or group of atoms that are attached. तो देखो क्या होगा, जैसे मैं एक कंपाउंड ले लेता हूँ यहाँ पे एग्जांपल के लिए, ये आपका हो गया ब्यूटेन ही लेते हैं, हमने स्टार्टिंग ब्यूटेन से किया था, so let us take butane. So butane has how many carbon atoms? 4 carbon atoms, and then there are 10 hydrogen atoms. That is, as I am placing here, hold on. Yeah, I have placed all the hydrogen. So what will happen? I'll replace any one of this. चलो, if I think चलो इसको हम हटा देते हैं यहाँ से, and then we put something else. So what is it? If I replace this hydrogen with, let's say, Cl, chlorine. Now this chlorine becomes a functional group. Why? Because in the reaction before all this, क्योंकि हमने देखा था ऑर्गेनिक वाला इतनी जल्दी पार्टिसिपेट नहीं करता है रिएक्शन में, राइट? इन द ऑर्गेनिक कंपाउंड, द प्रॉपर्टीज, द डिफरेंस बिटवीन. But now this, the functional group, will participate in the chemical reaction, and the property of whole this compound will be imparted from this chlorine itself, right? And therefore it becomes a functional group. So this chlorine is now my functional group. So what is the name of the compound? So हम इसको नाम देंगे, देखिए, there are two ways of naming it. 1 2 3 4. ब्यूटेन तो है ही, तो हम इसको बोल सकते हैं butyl chloride. This is one way. The other way is, this is chlorine at first position, so we can also call it as chlorobutane. Now, as you can see, there are two ways of naming. तो IUPAC क्या कहता है? सिर्फ एक ही तरीके को आप यूज करो. This is wrong. This is right. So chlorobutane is the way of doing it. ओके इसमें भी हमने नंबर की बात की थी, तो नंबर हम यहाँ पे ही डालेंगे, जहाँ से फंक्शनल ग्रुप है वहां से ही छोटा नंबर आएगा. अगर मैं ये वाला नंबरिंग यूज करूँ 1 2 3 4, तो ये 4th नंबर पे चला जाएगा. बट मैं ये नीचे वाला सिस्टम यूज करता हूँ तो ये 1 नंबर पे है. समझ रहे हैं आप? सो विच इज स्मॉलर नंबर? ऑफ कोर्स 1. तो हम इसको जब नाम देंगे तो हम इसको कहेंगे 1 chlorobutane. ओके, so this is how it works. The functional group, तो ये आपको functional group भी identify कर लेना है. Now coming to the point, after the functional group there are various types of functional group. Alkyl functional group, जैसे मैंने बताया, मिथाइल, इथाइल, प्रोपाइल. functional group जो हैलोजन वाले होते हैं, तो अगर क्लोरीन है तो इसको हम कहेंगे क्लोरो, फ्लोरीन है तो कहेंगे फ्लूरो, ब्रोमीन है तो कहेंगे ब्रोमो, और आयोडीन है तो कहेंगे आयोडो. We also have functional group containing carbon. तो यहाँ पे देख सकते हो आप, हाँ, ये क्लोरो, फ्लोरो, ब्रोमो, ये सब के कुछ ना कुछ कंपाउंड्स यहाँ पे हमने बनाए हुए हैं. So you can see that. Right, naming will come on later on into this part, how to name them. First you learn how to identify that. अब ऑक्सीजन कंटेनिंग फंक्शनल ग्रुप, तो जिसमें OH होता है उसको हम बोलते हैं अल्कोहल. ओके, जिसमें CHO होएगा. CHO में देख सकते हो आप कि CH इधर लगा हुआ है और O डबल बॉन्ड से यहाँ लगा हुआ है. दिस इज CHO. दिस इज कॉल्ड अल्डिहाइड. ये फंक्शनल ग्रुप. C डबल बॉन्ड हो और 2 C आपके यहाँ लगे हुए हैं, तो इसको हम कहते हैं कीटोन. As you can see one example of ketone. Then ethers. ईथर में आप देखेंगे, okay, okay, the oxygen is in between two carbon atom and joined by single bond with both the carbon atom. So this is like dimethyl ether, methyl propyl ether. These ethers are generally used for making perfumes. आपके perfumes में ether होता है, right? Okay. Now coming to the one more. This is one carbon will have a double bond with O and a single bond with O, and this O will again be bonded with hydrogen. तो इसको हम बोलेंगे COOH, इसको हम कहते हैं COOH. ठीक है, so either I can write it in this way or in that way, and this is known as carboxylic acid group. As the name suggests, carboxylic acid group मतलब ये acidic behavior दिखाएगा आपका. Okay, so ethanoic acid, acetic acid, and all those. So this is what our learning for today was. So in this module we have learned a lot of things. Let us take a small recap of the things that we have learned. So let's come to the organic chemistry. We learned the vital force theory and how was the vital force theory broken with the manufacture of ammonia by Wooler. ये है ammonia का formula, CONH2NH2. Now what is organic chemistry? We saw that. We saw what are organic compounds. We saw why carbon can form so many compounds. Then we came to the specific branch of organic chemistry known as hydrocarbons. We learned about the classification of hydrocarbons. Then we went into to see the properties, the difference between the organic and inorganic compound. Then we come to the part how to represent organic compounds with the molecular formula, structural formula, condensed formula, line and angle formula. Then we came to the rules of the IUPAC parameters, how to identify the various things, and then we saw like the certain things goes hand in hand. ये कुछ 4 से 5 point, they go always hand in hand. So this is one thing, and then after that we have identified the types of functional group, the alkyl functional group, the halogen functional group, and the oxygen containing functional groups. Now till here we will keep it, and next time we will learn about the nomenclature, how to name them. In the next module we will learn the naming, isomerism, and the specific organic chemistry of methane, ethane, ethene, ethyne, ethyl alcohol, and acetic acid. Thank you for watching the video. I hope you all understood यहाँ तक हमने जो भी किया. If you have any doubt, you can revert me back. Okay, thank you.